This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now, where we bring you the 3 E's: educate, empower, and engage. I'm your host, Harvey Blankfeld, and we've been selling homes here in Southern Nevada since 1988. We're also very proud to be part of the Real Estate Radio Network. That is a national network of local real estate professionals delivering timely, balanced truths about local market conditions. With me in studio, I have Blake Johnson from the law offices of Kurt Johnson. He's a BYU and LSU graduate, and member of the Southern Nevada Estate Planning Council, and also a member of the National Planning Giving Council, board member of the BYU Management Society, and the Las Vegas chapter of the Victor B. Cohen Foundation. Welcome, Blake. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
Glad to have you back. You know, you wrote a book, and I'm pretty excited about this because we talk to our clients about this all the time, about consulting with an attorney to figure out how to hold title. But tell us a little bit about your book there.
Yeah, it's called You Can't Take It With You. It's the top 15 estate planning questions answered in plain English.
Excellent.
I wrote it because there's just a lot of bad things that are put out there that aren't true, miscommunications, people who just don't understand what's going on, and also legalese makes it even harder to try and find the truth. So try to put it in plain English, answer questions as talking to a normal person instead of trying to talk to a lawyer. The
first question I always get is, and with relation to this, is don't I have to be wealthy to consider this? I mean, don't I have to have a lot of assets to be worried about my estate planning?
Well, it depends on what a lot of assets are.
Okay, right.
Apparently, the state of Nevada has decided that a lot of assets is $25,000.
Wow.
Because that's the limit before you would have to go through probate. So anything over that, or if you have a house and the value that you have in that house is only less than $25,000, but just because it's real estate, you have to go through probate too.
And when we talk about estate planning, there's a number of documents involved. What are we talking about? I mean, I know there's a will. What else do we need? What else do we see? Or how does that work?
Yeah, well, it's going to depend person to person, but the basic documents that we need for each person is we're going to have at least a will. We may have a trust. We would definitely want to have a health care power of attorney to give the person that you choose the ability to make decisions for you for health care. Mm-hmm. Then we have an asset power of attorney. So that they can, it's the person you choose can sign for you if you're incapacitated.
Okay. But it's got to be really, really expensive to do all these documents, right? Like it costs a lot of money to do this.
It's not cheap by any means, but it's definitely more affordable than people think. I think the average going range right now in Nevada is somewhere in the $1,200 to $3,000 range for your basic estate planning package, depending on.
That's everything we just talked about.
Yeah.
What do I need to be thinking about for kids? How do I plan for my kids with my estate plan?
Well, it's the nice thing if we do a trust is you can be as creative as you want.
Okay.
You can say that the trust pays for school, and you can even put a requirement on there that they have to finish school. Like I've had clients before say they have to, one of their kids have to get a master's degree before they get any of the money. The trust will pay for all the schooling, but they have to go through and make those requirements.
Brilliant.
But the main thing you want to think about with kids is if you don't put a plan in place, if you don't have the trust, then as soon as they turn 18, they get the money. That's what it is.
Once you put the documents in place, you're done, right? It's over. I don't have to do a thing ever again, and I don't have to worry about anything ever again.
If only it was that easy, right?
Right.
No, one, you have to make sure you actually fund your trust. Okay. So, make sure your accounts are in the name of your trust or the trust of the beneficiary. That's first and foremost. And then every year, review that list of your accounts and your assets and make sure that they actually are in the trust. And then usually I'd recommend every 3 to 5 years, sit down with your attorney, review the documents, make sure there hasn't been any major changes in the law that would change your planning strategy, especially from a tax perspective. Mm-hmm. And then just see if anything's changed. Sometimes the successor trustees die or, you fall out of good graces with them. And so you don't want to list that person anymore. So make sure everything's up to date and actually meets your needs and what you want.
You've been listening to Las Vegas Real Estate Now with host Harvey Blankfeld. Please tune in every Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on News Talk 720 KDWN.